It's dusk on Parliament Hill. The day's business is done, and political operatives have retreated to their offices. You can bet, though, they're watching the impending battle to control this government building 450 kilometers away. The Ontario election will be key in framing the federal fight next year.
I think every election becomes informative for the one to come.
Kathleen Wynne and Justin Trudeau are using similar tactics. Demonize the opponent.
Doug Ford sounds like Donald Trump, and that's because he is like Donald Trump.
It may be Andrew Scheer's smile, but it's still Stephen Harper's party.
Both leaders are playing on fears and insecurities, both stealing some of the NDP's signature ideas, including enhanced pharmacare. Kathleen Wynne's campaign co-chair says it would be better for the federal Liberals if they have a government with similar policy perspectives in Ontario.
My sense is the federal government is trying to carve a bit of the same territory that Kathleen Wynne has been leading on, which is moving towards, an activist center, a progressive middle.
Conservatives Doug Ford and Andrew Scheer are also using similar messaging.
I'm going to make sure we run a government that respects the taxpayers.
It's why we want lower taxes.
And both say the carbon tax is a no-go.
I think the members of Andrew Scheer's campaign are going to watch closely. And every day that Doug Ford has a good day, that one of his messages work, they're going to consider that a successful trial run for something they might want to do in 2019.
Same goes for New Democrats Andrea Horwath and Jagmeet Singh, who used to be her deputy leader in Ontario.
We can actually have change for the better in our province.
And hope for a better Canada.
Our most successful time federally was under Jack Layton, and Jack was irrepressibly positive. That's the message that I think Andrea is trying to present.
And the coordination continues behind the scenes. Doug Ford's campaign includes many people from Stephen Harper's old team. On the Liberal side, many of Trudeau's key team came from the provincial legislature and are still in touch. And you can expect to see federal politicians of all stripes helping out.
These are people who have helped me in the past in my campaign, and I'm going to help our candidate in Barrie Innisfil as well.
I love door knocking, so I'll spend a lot of time when I'm not doing parliamentary work.
It's to our advantage if we want our program to succeed, in particular on things like housing and transit, that we have someone at Queen's Park that actually understands those two issues.
There's also a lot at stake for the federal government. If the PCs win, Trudeau would lose his closest provincial ally, and along with it, support for some of his signature policies, like the carbon tax and safe injection sites. Hannah Thibodeau, CBC News, Ottawa.
And don't forget, CBC News is tracking the polls leading up to June's election. Right now, our models show that Doug Ford's PCs remain out in front with 41% support. The NDP and Liberals trail well behind. The NDP with a slight edge at 26.5% and the Liberals at 26.1%. You can look at all of our poll tracker data on our website. Just go to cbc.ca/poll tracker.